So what exactly is the dollar smile theory? Dollar smile theory categorically means, student, dollar demand is only going to be low when the global economy is doing very, very well other than USA economy. Three things cannot go at the same time by any country. Dollar smile theory. So what exactly is the dollar smile theory? Dollar smile theory categorically means, student, dollar is always in demand. Dollar is always in demand, whether we are having a very rough time of recession, whether we are having a very rough time of recession, or whether we are having a very boom time of economic boom. Dollar is always going to be in demand, and it is apparently absolutely correct. Dollar is always having a nature of attracting a lot of investor, a lot of new buyers, and of course central bank governor all over the world. Whether you are in a period of despairiness, economic despairiness, or I would rather say situation of recession, or whether it is a very good time or the economic boom, dollar is always going to be there in the demand. And this is the graph of the dollar smile theory. Now, so let's me write it. In the axis over here, in the y-axis, high demand of dollar, and over here, low demand of dollar. So let me write it, high demand of dollar and the low demand of dollar. And if you are going to look into the dollar smile theory, so dollar smile theory is like this one. This is the period of recession, because this is the GDP growth or growth alone. This is the period of recession, and this is the period of economic boom. Economic boom. During both the period, if I can quantify point A and point B, or if you can look into point A and B, both are referring the high demand for dollar, because dollar demand is going to be very, very high. And dollar demand is only going to be low during this period. This period is referring the low demand of dollar. Dollar demand is only going to be low when the global economy is doing very, very well other than USA economy. And if American economy is not doing that much great compared to the other economies of the world, then only it is a situation of the contrary to the point of the dollar smile theory. Whereas a student, in most of the time, if a country is in recession and if a country is in boom, in both of the situation, they want to have a dollar. This is known as the dollar smile theory. And as I've written it over here, dollar smile theory is actually suggesting that dollar is always in demand irrespective of the recession or irrespective of the economic boom. It's a very relevant theory, very important theory given by the Stephen Jane. And this particular theory corresponds to the global economic structure as well. Other than that, there is one more important theory which plays a very important role in the exchange rate system, which is the impossible trinity. Impossible trinity. What do we mean by impossible trinity? Impossible trinity means three things cannot go at the same time by any country, which means it's a impossible trinity is a theory given by, it is known as the Mundell-Fleming model. It is primarily in the principle of macroeconomics. It is been referred to the Mundell-Fleming model. And this particular Mundell-Fleming model categorically suggests that no country can have three things at the same time. No country can have these three economic principles at the same time. No country can afford to have this situation where these three economic principles are going to be there at the same time itself. And which are the three principles? Number one, a country cannot have fixed exchange rate, independent monetary policy, independent monetary policy, or considered to be the monetary policy which is not depending upon any external factor, monetary autonomy, and at the same time free flow of capital. Free flow of capital. These three things cannot be going to be there at the same time, क्योंकि कुछ ना कुछ आपको प्रॉब्लम आएगी ही आएगी. If you are going to have the fixed exchange rate, free flow of capital is not going to be there. If you are going to have the free flow of capital, then floating exchange rate should be there. If you are going to have the floating exchange rate, then your monetary policy is not going to be autonomous. So one thing is very, very sure, student. This is the fundamental framework of the impossible trinity, which is known as the Mundell-Fleming model in the macroeconomics principle itself. No country can have these three economic principles at the same time: fixed exchange rate, independent monetary policy, or the autonomous monetary policy and the free flow of capital. Either one of them is always going to be missing, or either two of them can always be going to be the one of the benchmark that the country is going to get adopted. लेकिन तीनों चीजें साथ में हो जाएं ये बहुत मुश्किल है. It's very, very difficult, because there is always going to be some sort of situation where one or two factor is going to make sure that one of the important principles are never going to get achieved. So this is again a very important point which we have to look into.